Hello, I thought I would just quickly come in here just to say hi and welcome back, and if you're still here, thank you for being here. It's 2025. We didn't get the December videos out that we wanted to. I got like the half videos made and then I couldn't really finish them because time just got away because it's December. But that's okay. I've had to sort of draw a line under it in my brain and tell myself it's okay, like just the projects didn't happen, it's okay. So now I can move on and start making these videos again. And just to say, there will be a lot of things coming that are a lot more sort of interesting, I guess. This is just a very broad, again, like the other one I put out, because I never actually got to finish the more sort of focused videos I was making. This is just another sort of few days in our life. So yeah, anyway, I hope everyone had a really lovely Christmas period, holidays, and now we can just look forward to spring because it's coming, it's under the ground, it's stirring, and I know I can't wait for the day I step out the front door and I have that, like, you smell spring, you hear it, I don't know what it is, it's a feeling, I think. It's like she's arrived, and I'm looking forward to that. So anyway, I'll leave you. Enjoy the rest of the video.
I haven't fed this for a few days, so if anyone's ever wondering like what these look like, this is a hungry one. So eventually it will start to sort of create a liquid on the top. I think it's called hooch, the liquid. And basically never remove the hooch. People get tempted to, but the hooch is basically the bacteria that you need to feed. So anyway, let's feed it because I'm definitely needing to make some sourdough this week.
Hopefully that'll be ready by tonight and I can make a loaf of sourdough. It won't be the best loaf though because this has been underfed for a couple of days, but it will still make an edible loaf.
The great uninspiring. I don't think there is a person on this earth that was ever inspired by a pile of washing. However, I'm very grateful for the invention that is this. The thought of having to go down to a river and scrub my clothes and that of my family on a washboard in the freezing cold is not lost on me. The privilege of a 21st century person. This might seem strange to some people, but it's little moments like these when I look back at the result of breakfast in the morning and I just feel like there's something beautiful about it. See, my table, it desperately needs sanded. Even that, you know, this is the aftermath, this is the real life. Pyjamas left in a pile, empty bowls, a paint-stained table, hairbands, a pear with literally what looks like 2 bites out of it. Untouched breakfast. Everything left out. My son has done that to his crumpet. It's a beautiful thing though, really. Everyday life.
Aren't these lovely? So these are the beans that grew around the bean poles. But now they've sort of dried out, and is that not just gorgeous? I'll use that for something, even if it's just putting them in jars and putting them on windowsill. This is another thing that I really love to take some dried branches from. It's a honeysuckle and it's gorgeous, and the way that they grow up They grow up in these sort of spiral ways, and you can see in this one they sort of twist themselves together and they're just stunning. It's a shame they're not more pliable because they would make really good sort of like reeds and things like that, but they do tend to snap very easily. You can see a little bit. It's my dried arrangement. So I'm going to take it in and arrange it a little bit more.
I realised that I didn't have any good vases. All I had was like a really small jug that I sometimes use as a vase, so I need to go find a really nice second-hand vase, I think, at a charity shop that I can properly display these in.
I'm going to harvest some beetroot because I'm actually really craving it. I can see bugs all over this crawling, but it's really lovely to see this sort of a lot of the stuff that I put down here from when I harvested our last big batch of beetroot. I just pulled the tops off and just chucked it back on the soil, and it serves a function. It isn't just because I'm lazy. You know, the function is it's creating shelter for other things to live. It'll rot down into the ground, it'll leach out the nutrients, it'll feed the soil, and just so much more that I don't even know. Hey, float. Hey, we've got a big one. You know, you're not allowed on these beds. You know, there's still some really good greenage on here. I'm gonna keep the greens off of this one. This one feels like it could be quite a woody beetroot. Literally just sieve through the leaves that I want. That I think would be decent. Still enough to eat. They'll be bitter, but that's okay because a bit of bitter green is fine. You know, this beetroot never bolted on us, and that was really pretty good going. You know, you get years where it does.
Beautiful. Chewing on my carrot. Why do you always look guilty? Jack is just about to plant in some rhubarb crowns. It's a really good job to do in winter. This was his Christmas present from me. When I asked him what he wanted, he said rhubarb crowns, and I really didn't have any idea, so that's what he got. You can tell we have children, can't you? With all the thought put in. Anyway, he's trying a few different ways of putting them in this year. He's putting them in a few different places and in a few different ways, as you'll see.
So this is like the control one. So this is...
What do you mean by that?
the one that I'm doing the more traditional way.
Okay.
What I'm gonna try with these other ones is like just slot plant them. See, I've got the mulch here.
Uh-huh.
So I'm literally just gonna because the risk.
That's not how it looks. Oh, didn't expect that.
You know, the risk of this is that like it's maybe gonna get too much of a naturally good start.
Huh.
I'm gonna just like put the mulch back around it.
So they need nutrients, rhubarb.
Yeah, they do, but the soil isn't that bad.
Okay.
So you've got warm in postage and now they think it's spring.
Okay.
So they should look more like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not even with that bud
Okay, yeah, I
forming.
can see that.
Properly weed at some point, maybe never. Again, these are like 2 years no dig, so that's soft, so I think it's going to work better.
For them, you just slot them in basically.
So the soil's kind of quite, well, there's kind of moss between that. It's quite like a loose.
So how much rhubarb do you expect to get in the first year of putting one of them in? Nothing.
2 or 3 years. It's not bad for weeders, is it? That one bit. Again, the soil's quite good under there. Quite rich.
Bit of no dig bed.
As well, so it's a bit richer. That's it really. These like the no dig beds. That's the no dig bed, but I've literally just dumped grass there all year. I haven't really done anything. So that's placed in the soil, and then I've done one the proper way, mixed in the manure, just so if that one takes off, I can think maybe it's just my method.
Cool.
Just see what will take. But
You know you're getting old and boring when a chopping board is exciting. So basically I've been using these glass ones and they're really bad for dulling your knives, and the only other decent one I had was like a plastic one, and it was all really badly scratched up, and I know that when they're like that they're not really meant to be used because the plastics get into your food and things like that, but you know it was fine. Anyway, I've got a nice new wooden one, so I thought I would oil it. I wasn't even sure if you're meant to, but I feel like you're meant to do it with wooden kitchen surfaces, so I figured it would be the same. Anyway, for lunch we're having shakshuka, I think that's how you say it. It was really good. It was the first time I've ever tried to make it. I think it was just like the BBC recipe. Really decent, and it only took about half an hour, probably not even that. This ended up being sort of a little bit of a day in the life after all. but that's okay. It's a shorter one, a lighter one as we ease to the new year. Anyway, if you got this far, thank you for watching, and stay tuned because we have got a few more coming out probably over the next few weeks. Take care. Bye.